In this video, I'm going to show you how to do paid booking using a calendar system and AttractWell. Now, if you haven't seen my other video on how to do a free booking, the steps are slightly different. So you might want to go check that out to set up a free consultation or a discovery call. But in this one, I'm going to show you how to incorporate payment. So you have to make a decision first. If you want the payment to happen first, so they pay and then they book, or do you want them to book and then pay? Because if you want them to pay and then book, then you're setting up the payment in AttractWell. And the advantage to that is that AttractWell will then know when someone has paid because you're doing the payment in AttractWell. And if you want them to book and then pay, you can set up payment in Calendly. However, Calendly will not tell AttractWell that someone has paid. So you have to kind of consider the flow of how you want this to run and where you want all that information to be stored. I've seen people do it both ways. I'm not really sure which is best for you because it's your business and you know how you want things to work. But I think in general, it's easier to do the payment in AttractWell because it's designed to be an all-in-one system. So why not have everything over there? So what we're going to do is first set up your Calendly. So you get your Calendly all set up. Get out of this. Get your call types set up, and then you're going to create a booking page in your custom pages. So I'm going to go into pages and I'm going to hit add. I'm just going to go to blank and create a blank custom booking page. And I'm going to add a 2-column section, and you can make this page as fancy as you want it to be, but I'm just going to delete the text in the left column and add a picture for now. And let's add this nice looking lady here. There. And then we're going to add over here, book a session with me. And maybe you want it to be a header. So I'll make that a header. And then we'll make this normal text. Oh, annoying. So enter there, normal text. So you can add different packages if you want. You could say, 1 hour session for $100, 2 sessions for $200. You know, you can list them out, and you can also describe what they can expect from the sessions, how it's going to help them. By the end of these sessions, you can expect XYZ. And you can also have different sections on the page. So maybe this first section is just for 1 hour sessions, and I talk about how awesome 1 hour sessions are. You know, my first session with you, you can expect this and this and this, and we're going to go over this, and by the end, you'll know how to XYZ. Then I can hit duplicate, and I can actually add another package. So maybe 4-session package. And again, lay out what that entails and why it's so awesome. And in each of these buttons, I'm going to be going #lead as the URL and book now. Okay, and I'll do the same up here. #lead and book now. And you can have as many of these sections on the page as you want, depending on how many packages you have. And of course, you can add more as you go along. So once you get this laid out, we're going to go over to settings. First thing I'm going to do is go to the Leads tab, and I'm going to say Lead Capture Form shows in a pop-up. Now go to this one here, Message to show on Lead Capture Form. I'm going to change what the button says. Book now, or pay and book now. And then what color is the button going to be? So I'll just change the button color. Do I want an image to pop up with it? So when they pay, maybe I want a picture to pop up. So it could be something that's on brand for you. If I hit on the picture and hit inline, so I click on the picture, I hit inline, and then I hit left justify, I can write text right next to it. So if you're wondering how to do that, people ask that sometimes. Say, choose your package below. You could also add a refund policy here or anything like that, a little waiver, disclaimer. And then fields to show, name, email, phone. You could also add in, I agree to the terms, yada, yada, yada. So if you had some terms in here, simple terms, I wouldn't do anything elaborate, or a link to your terms and conditions, you can actually add a checkbox there and then say, pick one, Yes, I agree. So now I have a little checkbox. And then what to do after lead registers. Do you want an email campaign to fire off? Maybe it says, thanks for purchasing. Here's your next steps. Here's the intake form. Here's my contract, blah, blah, blah. You can go create that email in campaigns and connect it here. Add a tag. So you can add a tag here if you want. Maybe just like paid client. And are you sending them somewhere after? So here is where you would go enter a URL and paste in that Calendly link. Okay, that's important. Now we're going to go up to the payments. Require payment on this page. Yes. Payment processor, Stripe. If you haven't connected Stripe, it's the only option for payment processing in AttractWell. It's free to set up an account, and AttractWell does not take a cut on any of your payment processing in the system, but Stripe does. So you want to go set up Stripe, read their terms, and get all of that set up over there, and then connect it to AttractWell, and then you can do this. So then we're going to add a payment option. So I'll say one 60-minute session, and we'll say this is $100, and I can add a tag here that says 1 hour session. So I can tell them apart in my system, right? So I can see exactly what this person did easily. It's on their tag. You can also create a campaign that's specific to this call type, or this package type, I should say. So if you want it so that they get either a different booking link, so you don't have to put the booking link on the leads tab, you could put it in a campaign, or they get a campaign that says, thanks for booking package A. Here's the information for package A. Here's the intake form for package A. And then you could add a different campaign on the next payment. So if you want each payment type to have a separate email that goes out, this is where you would differentiate, okay? So then we could have package 2, 4 sessions, and maybe this one is like $400. And again, we could do 4 sessions as the tag. All right, and then I'm going to hit done, save my test booking page, boop, 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 boop. Done, and view. Link path is already in use because I make too many test pages. Save. Okay. So let's view now. Okay. So this is, again, very basic, but we hit book now, and here is our package types here. You can write your disclaimer up here, or your terms, or just have, you know, another little blurb about your packages. And then, yes, I agree to the terms. If you have terms up here, you don't have to have those. And then they pay, they hit book now. It's going to tag them in the system. It's going to fire off any campaigns you've set, and it's going to redirect them to your booking link. All right, and you'll get notified when someone pays. And in terms of, you know, are you offering Google Pay, or what payment types you're offering, that's all done in Stripe. All right, if you need to do a payment plan, you can't do that on the custom pages. You have to do that through the vaults in AttractWell. But for one-time payments, this works really well. So I recommend using this for this kind of purpose, booking sessions. If you're going to do group coaching where it's like payment plan or membership, again, it needs to be in vaults. Okay? And that is the basics of setting up paid bookings in AttractWell.
If you're looking to create a website with AttractWell, make sure you check out my 3 resources. First, my ebook on how to create a beautiful website that walks you through all the steps and layouts and SEO tips that you need to set up a gorgeous website. You can also visit my website template shop, where I sell AttractWell and Get Oiling website templates and bundles. And lastly, make sure you check out my website workshop, where I provide all the tutorials and templates and step-by-step guidance that you need to get your website fully up and running.